Hello, hello. It's been 6 weeks since I uploaded a video. It's not because I'm being late or lazy. I'm doing one video per cycle, and unfortunately, this last cycle took 6 weeks when it should have taken 3 weeks. I should be starting cycle 5, but I'm only going into. Sorry, I should be starting cycle 6 now, but I'm only going into the fifth cycle. After my long stint in hospital, the delays didn't stop there. My body just wasn't healthy enough to get treatment. In total, I've been delayed 3 weeks now, and well, the doctors have gone to an extreme point now where I have to inject myself with, I'm not too sure what it is, but it gets um, my Nutricell count up, because that's where the issues with my blood tests keep coming from. I go for blood tests the day before chemo, and then it's very annoying because when you know you're going in for chemo, you gotta prep the body, you gotta prep the mind. I woke up, I went through my normal rituals, I ate early, I just prepared myself for having a really bad week. I took my medication, the very expensive one. I wasted that pill, by the way. Went all the way to the hospital and they checked my test from the previous day and it was too low. Um, so they had to send me home. The positive side to that was I got to enjoy my Easter weekend at least, but I wasted the medication and all that mental prep went for nothing, which isn't fun. So it really wasn't cool. Then the next week came around and I went again. I thought there's no way I failed the blood test the second time. What do you know? Failed it again. So that's when they gave me the injections to take home, which I'd been giving to myself. They give me four at a time, so I'm gonna do them 4 days and then it's done. That worked, and then I could finish the treatment cycle. Um, so yeah, now I'm 3 weeks delayed. It's basically an entire cycle, which I don't know. It's bittersweet, I guess, because I got to enjoy all the Easter holiday and the long weekend after that, but the delay on the treatment really, really bothered me because, um, like chemo is the last thing that medically doctors can do for me. I can't have any more radiation. At the moment, they don't want to operate anymore, so, I really, really wanted this chemo season to go as well as it could have to give my body the best chance that it could get from receiving the best outcome for the treatment. And now, with the delays, it feels like maybe the chemo won't be as effective. But I was told that the delays I've had now is still within an acceptable range where it shouldn't affect the outcome too much. Um, after this, the doctors still they say like they got other chemicals they can try if this chemo doesn't work. But I really don't see myself letting anyone chemo me again once all this is over. I've done it 3 times: 2017, 2022, uh, now 2025, and I don't think I'm going to be letting anyone do this to me anymore. Last weekend, again, I just had such an awful weekend. Saturdays and Sundays being the worst. It's just really not pleasant. And I'm still going to do that 4 more times. So, that's just not living. If the chemo doesn't work, I'll be sensible to the point where I'll keep the port for a couple of months in case I change my mind. But I'll probably start looking at different, I don't know, more natural options or something. There's so many people that go, oh, I know this person who had cancer and they didn't do chemo, they did this instead and that worked. There's so many of those stories around. I'll probably start investigating some of them that sound more realistic, giving it some thought. I mean, why not? but I'm not going to be sitting through chemo again, I don't think, once all this is over. So, coming Wednesday, um, coming up, I will be starting cycle 5, chemo number 9, and then the very next day I have an exam to write as well, so it's not going to be the most fun week, but we got to do what we got to do. Otherwise, other than that, where I'm at is back on track to the point where I don't think there should be any more delays, which is great. The mental is good until the weekends come, but in between that, on my off weeks and uh, other days, like I'm generally in high spirits. I've got a lot of support, which I appreciate. But I just know that once they dose me up again, I'm going to be threatening to quit and throw out the treatment again. Uh, I never do, obviously, but the thoughts are there. I It's been a long time now. I had my first treatment on the 29th of January. It's now 11th of May. And yeah, I should have originally been done in about 3 weeks from now. Now it will go on about another month. And yeah, I just gotta put my head down and get through it. And just keep on keeping on. So yeah, hopefully I will make another video in 3 weeks, meaning there was no delays or anything. That is the goal and objective, and I'm sure we can do it. The doctors seem to have everything under control now that they've gone for the big boy extreme injection methods, which aren't fun, but whatever, it gets the job done. And yeah, I'll see you then.